but
No, I'm here.
okay,
Mhm.
wonderful. Wonderful. All
Yep.
right. Intro song
Mhm.
done, transition done, undeaf on Discord
Perfect.
done. Wonderful.
Mhm, mhm,
Hi.
mhm, mhm.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So, just a little intro for those who don't know me if you're watching on the XCOM channel. Hi, it's me again. A little orange VTuber guy, shoutcaster, voice of XCOM. Eon, hi. Hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another episode of the On Cooldown podcast, episode number 4. Joining us a new guest today, brought to us by Min and the wonderful Valorant gaming tournament, Miss Pookie.
Hello.
So this is my first actual interaction with Miss Pookie. Um,
Mhm, mhm.
do you want to give like an introduction for yourself, please?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, to you or to everybody else?
Sure, everybody.
Okay, okay. Um, d I'm Pookie. Nice to meet you guys. I stream on Twitch. I have all socials. I'm hosting this Valorant tournament that I didn't expect to be as big as it is, but it's been a lot of fun, a lot of work. And I've had actually XCOM with help. So thank you, XCOM. I appreciate it. Um, and then my mod team as well. So thank you, thank you. It's been a long 2 months.
Hey, well, I'm excited that you've had your tournament be so far, hopefully, a success. I've seen some of the
Mhm,
games been
mhm,
lurking in the background for weekend
mhm,
one.
mhm,
Weekend two is next week. So, I mean, before we dive into the tournament and all that good stuff, just so I get
mhm.
a better vibe from you, Pookie, just a better feel for what kind of person and like what inspired it all, we're gonna dig back a little bit deeper because
Oh.
yeah. Because it's like, man, the head of XCOM was like, it's gonna be an interview. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm gonna make friends. I'm gonna make friends with Pookie. So, I mean, first off, Pookie, I know I asked you this on your stream already. How you doing? How you doing in general?
I'm doing pretty good. Just tired, real life stuff, kind of pushing it, and then having to race home and kind of do it today. Quickly took a shower, skipped dinner. That's all right. It is what it is. But I'm having a good time. I have free time now, so it's all right.
Hey, wonderful. Well, glad to
Mhm,
have you here.
mhm.
Thanks for being on, by the way. So,
Thanks.
and I know that you've probably been streaming for a while, right? And like,
Mhm,
I
mhm.
unfortunately I'm only able to see some of your clips, not some of your vods. So,
Sorry.
all good. Don't worry about it. So, I
Listen,
mean,
there's a reason behind a lot of things that come with my stream.
I'm sure whenever I'm not saying like this is a general blanket statement, and this could be a
Mhm,
very ignorant statement from me. This tends a
mhm,
lot to happen a lot when I
mhm,
have people on stream that have 18 plus in their titles. So I'm just like,
um,
I'm just like this does happen on occurrence. So it's not that I don't mind. I'm just like, an
mhm,
observation. All that is. So
mhm, mhm, mhm.
very anecdotal. So for you, I mean, what got you into streaming in the first place? When did it all get into content creating for
Mm.
you?
That's a good question. I started slowly getting into PC gaming quite a bit. I'd say I'm a little bit funny, not trying to like toot my own horn or anything.
Hmm.
Um, I'd say I'm a little bit of a comedian time to time, and I try to be a little burst of energy, and I also like to kind of interact with people and hang out. Um, and then just make people laugh or smile or just, like when you come home from a long day of work and you just kind of want to relax but you don't want to watch like cable or Netflix and you just kind of want to see what's in the new or um just have someone kind of there like in the background kind of thing. I don't know. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
No, I
Um
get you. I get
mhm,
you.
mhm, mhm,
Yeah. Because similar to like being that voice, being that person, that
mhm,
extra person, just even in the background. For me, I
mhm,
also was the type of person that grew up on the internet and just having those videos play in the background, whether it's like
mhm,
like
mhm,
a let's play being done, or just someone just talking as content creating and
mhm.
doing stuff like that. For me, I'm just it does give that comfort to if you find the right
Yeah.
type of personality and content to find on the internet. So I mean, I
Mhm,
really
mhm.
appreciate that from content creators like yourself.
Thank you. But as far as for like the video games that I choose, I mean, I play hours upon hours. I'm like, what's the might as well just kind of stream it to an audience and, see who pops in, come say hi, things like that.
Ah. Well, so what kind of games do you play? Is it just whatever you feel like it for the day or the week, or are you the type to stick to your little niche on Twitch? What's your type of content really?
When it comes to the game that I play, before it was just Overwatch. That's all I
Mm.
would play. Overwatch. So that was like my main go-to game or my main game at the time. And then I forgot who it was that showed me Valorant. And I've seen clips of Valorant, but I didn't know exactly what it was. I've like seen interactions, and so I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a try. I like FPS games where I was slowly getting into FPS or switching from console to PC player.
Hmm.
So now my main game is Valorant, and I've been streaming for, I think January to March will be like my 3-year anniversary.
Oh, let's go.
Um, hmm and then I started slowly getting into other games such as like Fortnite, Pal World, Disney Dreamlight. I did like Animal Crossing quite a bit, so I'm hoping to get back into Switch games. Um, hmm.
Nice. That's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
was Overwatch like your first, like the first game that you started streaming, or what got you into gaming in the first place? I feel like Overwatch is a very, I wouldn't say very beginner friendly, but it is like stylistic wise. It's like it does open itself for a lot of new gamers. But for you,
Mhm.
was it the game that got you into? Was it your gateway game?
No, I mean I've played games as a kid too. Like I used to have an
Mm.
Xbox, and I would stick to the Mario Party or like other smaller games upon that. Um, Mario Party was always a fan favorite, and then like my dad had a PlayStation, so I'd watch him play
Mm.
video games. He would play Dead Space. He would play what's that one game? It has like a scary lady on it. Hell, Hell something.
Oh, I don't
Or
know.
no, uh fuck. I wish I remembered the name. But I like would watch my dad play. He'd play Call of Duty, he'd play Counter-Strike. He's too old now, but I used to fighting games. Fighting games is also a big thing. We played Mortal Kombat, we played Soul Calibur.
Nice,
So
nice.
now that I have like a lot more free time, I can actually understand and go back into those games again. Gives me a little bit of nostalgia. So it's nice.
Nice. So it's like you just basically grew up with it your whole
Mhm.
life, right? So it's like,
Mhm.
oh, that's awesome. It's awesome. That's cool. And then I like how it started off for you. It was like, oh, the casual Mario Party, of course, like growing up as kids, that makes sense. And then
Mhm.
you're it's not like the list of games that your dad would play. It's like very mature esque sounding games, very horror, thrillers and stuff like that. I'm like, is that really not really necessarily
Resident
kid friendly?
Evil,
Resident
yeah.
Evil.
Yeah, Resident Evil was one. Soul Calibur, Blaze Blue,
Hmm.
games like that. I still do enjoy fighting games. But I've gotten more into like FPS, like Valorant, of course.
Hmm.
Fortnite is also like my second. Like I'd say like my top 4 or 5 games is Valorant,
Hmm.
Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, sometimes. I'm slowly getting into Battlefield. I got into it about like a month or so ago. I just got Battlefield 6.
Let's
I
go.
played a couple games the past few days, and I've been enjoying it. So I'm trying to slowly expand my variety of games. But I do like Animal Crossing, Disney Dreamlight, Minecraft, that too.
Gotcha. I'm a small tangent for me. Like you mentioned Battlefield. I'm over here. Like I played the beta when it was happening. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
I
think
was gonna say.
I was enjoying it, and then I was like, I don't
Mhm.
know. Do I want to drop 70 for this game? And then one of my best friends was like, oh, I got it because I thought you were getting it. I went, all right, fine. I guess I'll get it.
Oh,
And I was like, okay, I guess we guess we're gonna play. And then I bought it, and then ever since I bought it, I've been playing at least a couple games every day. And then I realized, Man, I think I like this game, even if I'm just playing by
Yeah,
myself, and I'm like, oh yeah,
yeah.
what a great time I'm having with
Mhm,
Battlefield right now.
mhm,
So, yeah, that's
mhm. I
awesome.
think I'm level I don't think I'm even level 5 yet, but I'm close.
Oh,
I'm getting
nice,
there.
nice, get there. I mean, it's Battlefield. It's all it is. You just put time into it. You'll have a good time. Hopefully, you'll be good at
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
Okay, that's awesome. Well, so so the switch from Overwatch, right,
mhm.
as your main content game, switching over to Valorant. I mean, I assume Overwatch one, right, and then two came out.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm, mhm,
uh, what what brought you over? Because it's like I feel like they're not necessarily the same type of game. Whereas like we see Overwatch, there's the class based, team based shooter, whereas Valorant is a more that
mhm,
tack based shooter. So what was that transition like for you? Because I know you knew about these games from the get go, but what really
mhm,
got you
mhm,
um really converted over? Because I don't necessarily put them in the
mhm.
same category, other than yeah, you can shoot things in the same category. Pew pew and all your enemies. Yeah.
I'd say, and it might be a shocker to some people, I'd say the community.
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
started to meet a lot more people on Valorant than I did Overwatch. People are more consistent. They'd be like, "Hey, you want to play Valorant?" Or, sure, you'll meet one or two people from a Swift or two, but then it turns out to be like, okay, well, I actually really do enjoy playing with this person, or interacting with this person. It's a lot more fun. I know, yes, you do have some bad apples here and there,
Hmm.
but for the most part, they're not too bad.
Oh, okay. Got you. Got. I
Mhm,
mean, was for how I don't know how long you were in either community in that sense, but
mhm,
would you say with Overwatch, generally speaking, the community was dwindling quite a bit from many years ago. I was part of it as well, for
mhm.
context, because I was part of that big exodus when Blizzard was like, "Yeah, let's add bridge, and then we're gonna add class
Mhm.
roles." And I went, a bunch of my friends dropped off, and I went, because my friends aren't playing, I'm not gonna play anymore. Um,
Mhm.
so and then naturally, because I played League of Legends. I'm like, oh, Riot came
Mhm.
out with Attack Shooter.
Mhm.
I used to play CS,
Mhm.
CS:GO.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
was like a natural transition for me to also get into Valorant eventually.
Mhm.
So I mean, it makes sense. What for your opinions about like the Overwatch community? Was it just because it was a little bit smaller, or you just had, like you said, maybe just bad experiences with it?
The community was a little bit smaller. There wasn't a lot of interaction. I didn't I made a few good friends from Overwatch.
Hmm.
But I've made a lot more in Valorant. I'll say that much.
Oh, okay, okay, got you. 'Cause I know, like the peak for me, community wise, was like when the World Cup was happening, Overwatch World Cup, and that was like really entertaining, for everyone to be really
Mhm.
involved, and um, I feel like that was for Overwatch one, anyways. I felt like that was the peak, personally speaking.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, Valorant. I played it when the first early beta phases was there. I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's interesting that
Mhm.
Riot's taking an angle for that. And then you got into it
Mhm.
like later. When did you first start getting into Valorant, like time frame wise?
Mm, I'd say where were you in 2025? I'd say late
Mm.
2023-ish or like mid 2023.
Hmm.
I'd say it was pretty decent. Um, yeah, but I mean, I've never played Counter-Strike. I've never played Valorant, so it took a little bit of adjusting to instead of spray and pray, I gotta sit still and tap tap, you know?
Yeah, I got you. That was me when I was learning CS:GO for the first time. I was like, yeah, I'm just point and click, just shoot.
Yeah, I
I,
can't move.
I
That was a big adjustment.
Yeah, there's recoil control in CS, Valorant less so. I mean, there is more now, but with the
Yeah.
recent patch, but we can get into that a little bit later. Um and oh, there's agents, abilities, instead of everyone having a
Yeah.
flash and a
Mhm.
smoke. So this does make it feel unique, at least. Very more defined roles, you could say, in Valorant for sure. Um But yeah, like then you got into Valorant, you're getting adjusted to the game. Do you have like a favorite agent or a favorite map since you've been playing for what, two
Mm,
years ish?
yes. It depends on if I want to turn my brain on or off. If I want to be,
Oh,
if I,
how
if I,
autopilot are you gonna be in Valorant? Is a crazy statement to be playing Valorant in the first place. Okay, I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
well, I mean, it just really depends on like how aggressive I want to play. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to try hard and chop frag? I'll go duelist. So my main for duelists would be Jet or Arena.
Hmm.
Um, if I want to turn my brain off, I'll go Sage. Heal, wall, slower. That's it. Super simple. With Reyna and Jet, it's like, okay, I have to, do this. I have to entry. I have to go here. I have to go there. I gotta watch flank, make sure, no one else is getting caught up from the back. Things like that. I don't really play smokes too much, but if I have to, I'd say Clove. I did play a little bit of Clove. So the my agent selection, I went when I first started Valorant.
Hmm.
I played Sova, and then after Sova, I went to Neon, and then Jet. I had little arcs here and there. Then I went to Reyna, and then Sage, and then so I kind of flip flop usually between Reyna, Jet, and Sage.
Okay,
Now, if all
okay.
three are taken, then I'll go like Clove. Oh, and a little bit of Vice too. But
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay. Gotcha,
Mhm.
gotcha. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like how it's like you're definitely the type of person to take charge when you wanna lock in, like Jet and Reyna especially. It's like you gotta be on point when you're playing duelists,
I'll
especially on
try.
those.
I'll try. But as far as for favorite map, I'd say depending who I'm playing, for example, Reyna, Jet, it's either like Pearl,
No, okay.
Lotus, Haven, and I'd say probably Ascent or Split. That's like my top few maps.
Okay, okay. Nice. Well, that makes sense because it's like obviously there's maps where duelists work definitely better if you're playing Sentinel and like
Are more beneficial.
Metro, right? Like more stuff to use, better map layout, walls, wall off angles, choke points, all that stuff. That makes sense. Um, that's nice. So, are you? Let's. Are you a Phantom user or a Vandal user?
Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, mostly Vandal. I have tried Phantom, but also again, depending who I'm playing. If I'm playing Reyna, I'll go Phantom. If I'm playing like Jet or Sage, I'll go Vandal.
Oh, okay, okay. Nice, nice, nice. I like your
Mhm.
situational awareness. Be like, oh, for gun type for your play style. I'm over here just like Vandal all day. Vandal. Arrow. It's like I
if
pick if I'm playing like an eco round, we win. I walk out with a Phantom. I'm like, who wants a Phantom? I don't want it. So yeah, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so going into that, you got a lot of experience playing over the past 2 years. You mind asking if I ask like what your peak rank is at all?
Oh, it's kind of embarrassing because I
Oh,
got kind of carried. Because I
hey,
there-
hey, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, we listen, but we don't judge. Nah, we kind of judge. Don't worry about it, but we listen.
See, when I had my Overwatch arc, I was very, very competitive. And, when you lose, you get in that kind of a mental spiral.
Hmm.
My peak in Overwatch was like a high gold.
Mm.
Um, and then I was transitioning from Overwatch to Valorant. I told myself, and I stuck to it for like a good year and a half, that I would not touch comp at all in Valorant. At
That's
all.
that's impressive to not for a year and a half. That's crazy. Okay,
Mhm,
go on.
mhm. And then one of my friends, he was radiant, and then we ended up five stacking with a few other friends. They were just like, "Oh, we'll just do placements. We'll just do placements." I'm like, "Okay." Um, we did placements, and after that placement was my peak, which was bronze 2.
Mm,
Which
okay.
is not, like I said, very impressive. But then when I started trying to play comp occasionally here and there, uh, I'm iron.
Hey, no worries. Some people, I would also give the impression to some other people, be like, "Oh, Neon, you shoutcast. You must be good at the game," because I also do other tournaments where I don't play in, and people are
Mm.
they're like, "Oh, this guy knows what he's talking about." I'm over here like, "Nah,
Mhm.
dog, just silver, just silver, guys. Nothing too out of the
Better than
ordinary,
me.
guys. It's no, don't worry about it. I probably would be iron if didn't try as hard as I could. Um, so don't worry about it. It's fun playing with people. If like if you're playing with people that you enjoy playing, rank doesn't matter. You
Mhm.
know, so that's what really matters
I
to me. So.
Right. I'd say my game sense is pretty decent, but my aim, yeah. Hence why I'm an iron.
Oh man, understandable. That's relatable right there. That's it. I get
Game
that. I get
sense
it.
good, aim not so good.
True fan twinsies. Oh man. Okay. So Pookie, that now getting into the competitive side of Valorant, right? Like you were competitive in
Mm,
Overwatch. Me, I've sort of mellowed out a little bit more. That's why I'm not playing as too many tournaments. I've quote unquote retired into being a caster for all these different titles. For those who don't know, at least on the XCOM from the XCOM side, who sorry, not from XCOM side, I shoutcast League of Legends, Valorant, Marvel Rivals, Super Smash Brothers, and a couple other titles here and there. I used to shoutcast Overwatch 1. That got way too
mhm.
complicated. Um, oh man. And then for me, I was like, I'm still just a really competitive person at heart. Like I hate losing more than I like winning.
Mhm.
That type of person. But I've definitely mellowed
Mhm.
out going,
That's
the longer
good.
I've played, getting just maturing as a person, be like, yeah, it's fine. It's a loss, is a loss, but it's not the end of the
That's
day. It's not,
right.
yeah.
Right.
So, but get it for you. Now you've taken that to that whole next level. Now you're doing a whole ass tournament. What got
Mhm.
you? What got you going to doing a tournament? Because I feel like, especially with so many teams, you're doing 2 weekends. That means there's a lot of teams, a lot of games, a lot of people you got to know to get to sign up. Mm. What got you going for that?
I thought about it. I'm like, I don't think I've given back to the communities. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a tournament. The second of all, I would say I know quite a few people. I guess for the amount of people that signed up or even initially wanted to sign up. So I'm like, you know what? I think this would be a great time to kind of network a little bit more, even get to know people a little bit more, make some new friends. Not even just for myself, but for others too. Hence to why I had people signed up as individuals rather than actual teams.
Mhm.
Um, I also think it would be a really fun experience to try. I honestly wanted it to be something small, like maybe 8 teams, maybe less than that. But it turned out to be a lot bigger than that. A lot more people signed up. It's free to sign up. So, I mean, what do you really got to lose, right? And then for the
Right.
team allocations, I had, Min or XComs kind of help out with that. A lot of math from what I heard. Um, so just to make things even and balanced out as much as possible. Like I said, I wanted people to have fun, have a good time, and then at the end of the tournament, there's a little bit of a reward. And even if you don't get to that reward, at least you made some new friends to play with.
Hey, that's what it's about, for real. I personally speaking, I enjoy that aspect of it, the social part of it. Like I said, I hate losing, babe. But as corny as it sounds, the real win, the friends you made along the way.
Exactly,
Oh my god,
exactly.
very corny, very corny. Um, so, for you, you said it's like you weren't expecting a lot of people. 8 teams is
Mm-mm.
relative, quote unquote, relative small tournament to base off of, Oh, there's like 32 teams, 64 teams, or like especially like the pro leagues. There's like all that backing and
Mhm.
stuff. Um,
Mhm.
what was your reaction when you got more signups than 8 teams?
Anxiety.
Oh no.
I'm like, fuck. Um,
God
no,
damn it! Why are there so many of you? Why couldn't you stop?
I mean, I think this is also a nice experience because I think I'd like to do this again in the future sometime. So I'm excited, but at least I know what to do for next time. I might do an admission fee just from observation from this current tournament. Don't get me wrong, I think everyone's doing their best. Things happen. Family comes first, of course, or real life stuff comes first, of course. But there, there's some teams or some people that were like, weren't fully there.
Hmm.
And that's okay. Like I said, things happen. But hopefully, like in the future, there's definitely gonna be some tweaks, and some changes for the next tournament.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Um, okay. So then now with the big signups, things happen. Like you said, I'm sure like people unable to show for one reason or another. Not to like you said, not to throw shade.
Hmm.
Life happens. Um, for your first weekend, is this your first ever tournament that you've organized
Hosted?
yourself, right? Yeah, hosted.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Have you been in tournaments before this, like as a participant or as like
Um,
organizer, just to help out or anything like that?
One, it was for a charity event. One of my friends just messaged me saying like, "Hey, do you want to join this Valorant tournament?" And I said, "Sure, but I'm not. I'm Iron." And they just kind of like threw me, threw me out there.
Into the fire you
Like,
go, child,
okay,
go.
exactly. And so I'm like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." Um, and then, but yeah, not too much experience. It's funny because I'm not very I'd say I'm competitive to an extent. When it comes to Valorant,
Hmm.
I play for fun. So learning how to be a little bit understand the competitive side of Valorant specifically, definitely was a learning process throughout it.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's cool. So like, so being from that first tournament where it's like, oh, you're sort of just thrown into the fire, just
Mhm.
to play with your friends, and now going to a full blown helping organize and host a tournament. I mean, what did you for you? What's the experience be like? Because you already said like, oh, the inspiration to give back, but now that you're actually trying to build up the tournament itself, and like you said, the anxiety, was there, how much build up was there for you, prep time and like organizing over like however long from when you first announced it?
Not very long-ish. Like it was a thought in process, and I'm like, maybe yes, no. And then I wanted it to be where it's like something as at the end of the finish line, like there's a reward behind it. I didn't
Mm,
want to just have people sign up and then not really be consistent or and then that would just be not only a waste of my time but their time too. So I
mm,
wanted to make it something exciting. Um so hence to why I threw like a little reward. It's not much, but it's first place winners would get $500. So it's $100 per person, US dollars. There will be prizes for second and third place winners. Of course, smaller prizes, but still not too much time. I think I stretched it out enough to where people can sign up. There's enough people, and then also give enough time for teams to get to know each other, learn each other's play style, and then go forward from there.
mm. Okay, okay,
Mm.
nice. And then now that the first tournament is over, or the first tournament, first weekend of the tournament has now passed. I mean, what are some things that, I know it's not over yet, but what were some things that you've seen that, like, other than admission fee, to make sure keep people a little bit more accountable for attendance, um, that you already know that you would like to improve, personally speaking? I mean, it's like, it's not really hindsight because like you still have that other
Yeah.
weekend, but it's like from your first tournament experience as an organizer, I feel like there's always a lot to learn. right? Because it's like
Mhm,
not
mhm,
obviously not everything goes perfect. There's always hiccups,
mhm.
whether it's on your side, player side. Even the game might be like down for a day for which has happened on a different game
Right.
for me, right? It's like things that are you
Mhm,
can't control. Um,
mhm.
for you, what's your experience like so far once things have gone live?
Mm, like when it comes to troubles?
Well, it can come to troubles or when it's just actually happening because I feel like when you're an organizer and the things are actually happening, there's a lot of adrenaline in your system, or depending on your type of person. I know a lot of organizers have a lot of adrenaline. They're getting excited. They're really caught up in the moment, juggling a bunch of things. For
Mhm.
you, what was it like going through weekend one of the tournament? Really,
Do you want the honest truth?
I'll like whatever you're willing to put out there. That's
Tiring and exhausting,
Let's
but also
go, Turner.
fun.
To is always tired at the end of it.
I tried so hard to push through. Don't get me wrong. It was fun and it was like exciting to see. Cause like actually going through the scrims was a lot of fun. You know, getting to watch people or different teams actually set up a game plan for themselves and the team. Kind of learning everyone's play style. Like, oh, because this person does this or that person does that. And then having to see like what teams implement for their own game plan, what map they pick, why they choose it, and kind of like realizing their setup, then having to see like another team be just as competitive or like aggressive, and then having to watch them clash against each other,
Mhm.
very exciting.
Nice. For you, I think Min sent me like the schedule for the weekends to see if I was
Mhm,
available for casting at all. And I'm like,
mhm.
man, were you like trying to solo observe and cast for like 8 games straight or something in a single day? That was you,
Uh,
right?
maybe.
I was like, yo, even getting through 3 to 4 games is a struggle. Anything past that, personally, even just as an audience member, caster, ooh, yo, that's a tall task. I can understand why you'd be so exhausted after even a day, but a whole weekend of
Oh
it. Oh my,
yeah.
holy.
Oh yeah, trust. It was interesting. I had a lot of free time or I had some free time, but I also wanted to make enough time for people to again, get to know their teams, play with each other, learn how to play.
Hmm.
Cuz if it's like you're trying to force people to play together, or if you would put someone on a team, you don't really know if they're gonna play outside of scrims or outside of the tournament. So at the least with scrims already scheduled in advance, you can make time
Hmm.
to come to these. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, if you have a family emergency, that's fine. But like if you have like plans, you can know that this is happening at this time, this day, um, and so forth. So I mean, it's a lot of scheduling. Uh, I'll say that much. Having to make sure everybody is available. Doing a like double, even sometimes triple head count. Um, but I try to make things or make enough time in advance to make sure people are available, so people are not just it's not unfair for other people on the team.
Right.
Like if
Right.
you have one player that's not always there, it makes it unfair for the rest of the team
Right. Right.
because they don't know your play style, you don't know theirs, and then, there's a chance of you guys losing.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So I try to make time for them.
okay, that's good. Like, I mean, like again, I appreciate you like putting that out there and making sure like to accommodate for as many people as you can, which is at the end of the day very difficult. Um, to
Mhm.
because
I know I keep kind of like harping back onto it, but I mean, like, it's true.
no, no, absolutely. I mean, like I said, I don't personally organize tournaments. I've done maybe a handful, but I haven't done any recently. I know I've helped
Mhm.
Min with XCOM stuff on the side, and that in itself is like making sure all the rule sets before everything's even announced
Mhm.
is all good.
Mhm.
And then once things go live, doing admin duties all at the end of it and setting things up is just like it's a whole other thing. But when you see people, you know, have a good time, make friends. For me,
Yeah,
I'm like
exactly.
for even personally myself, I've made so many friends from these tournaments, both as a player and as a caster, and
Mhm.
it's been a good time for me, and
Mhm.
continue to keep that train going. I'm like, hopefully, you and I, we can connect, we can be friends, Pookie. But yeah, I mean, we'll see if that ever happens, because like if you ever do another one, you know who to hit up. Otherwise,
Yes.
I'm always around just as another dude. I'll show up in chat, and as it is, in your sea
But
of
I mean,
many
uh-huh.
viewers.
I mean, as far as for the tournament as well, I mean, sure, it was my idea to initiate and organize it, but I couldn't have also done it without Min, XCOM, his casters as well, such as yourself and my mods too. Um, and then so big shout out to you and to everyone on XCOM that did participate in casting or even helping organize too. Um, I was, in the beginning, the first like week, I planned on just doing kind of everything myself
Oh
with the help of my mods here
no.
and there. But then Min was like, "Hey, I host tournaments. Do you need help?" So I took up on his offer, and I think it turned out pretty good. We had some rough patches here and there, but overall, very good, very good. I really like it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like you've mentioned time and time again, like, not to sound like a broken record, but
Hmm.
it does take a lot of time, effort, and just straight people power to do these larger attendance uh organized
Hmm.
events. It takes so much time and effort, and try to do things on your own is definitely rough. Um, Depending on, especially when it comes to like a competitive scene like Valorant.
Hmm.
Um, so I mean, like I personally haven't been able to really help with weekend one. I'm just like, oh, I know a couple of guys that can help be casters.
Hmm.
Other than that, I'm like, oh yeah, reach out to these guys. Other than that, I haven't been helped. So don't worry about me. It's all Min and whoever else you've been your mods and the rest of your support team for the tournament. So shout out to you all, if you're listening. Good job on weekend one. You got another weekend coming up. Woo!
Yeah, no, this week everyone's at TwitchCon, so I'm like, you know what? I'll take this as a little break. I mean, we've been dragging this on for like a good 2 months. So the first month was registrations. Everyone had to submit their
Mm,
their registrations, their peak, their general information. Second month is scrims. Have to like force everybody to play these days. If not, then you're SOL. Um, and then the tournament right afterwards. So there's plenty of time to understand your team, get to know your team, things like that. Um, no, of course, yeah, accountability for attendance. I've had my mods had to throughout like how I would try to plan it is a week in advance to make sure we get a decent amount of headcount,
mhm.
at least 2 days before the actual like scrim day, and then the day of the scrim day, like, hey, are you going to be available or not? Otherwise, it gives us enough time to find a substitute
Mm,
if we need to, even if it's just for scrims.
right.
But knowing at least during the tournament, substitutes are not liable. I guess maybe the liable is not the word I'm looking for. Can't have subs basically,
Yeah.
unless it's the substitute that is fit for your team. So every team has a team of 6,
Hmm.
just to be safe.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I mean, like we mentioned before, it sort of just happens. Trying to, especially for a first tournament, I think it ends up. I wouldn't say being ambitious for like an admin
Mhm.
team, unless you've had so much experience as it is. I think, for a first tournament, I've heard, great things from coming from it so far. So I mean, a good on you and your team to to be pushing through, regardless of like the
Mhm.
actual outcome so far. And then, like I said, it's been a a good time. So, um,
Yeah, I hope everyone's been enjoying their time actually for those that are in the tournament or that were in the tournament. I know we had a little bit of a few eliminations this past first week. But I appreciate those that did participate and, hopefully play again next time.
yeah. All right. So for you, now that you've been putting it on your stream and for the past weekend, like you said, the past 2 months, and doing all that and seeing the actual gameplay for you, I mean, seeing it all go down in real time, are you just excited to see it all happen? Like I know you mentioned it's like, oh, they're
Oh
finally
yeah.
clashing, and you're just like, ooh, do you take a sigh of relief that it's happening, or are you just going off and be like, okay, what can I do next? Like what's
I'm
setting up the
more
next
of
game?
like, what do I have to do next? What can be done next? What needs to be done next? But overall, seeing like the teams, like, okay, so this team plays very well, or this team's aggressive, and this other team's aggressive, for example, or this other team's passive, and this team's passive, and then kind of like there's a lot of teams that have similar play styles
Mm-hmm.
in a way. So the first week of scrims, they were a little bit unofficial because teams were allocated, but then they had to be swapped. There were two teams, like the first few games, they were very, very aggressive. And so the games went by quickly. And so having to see that gameplay was very, very exciting. Unfortunately, we had to kind of break everything up apart again
Uh,
and redo the teams, but um, it was definitely exciting, and then having to see other teams as well. Just it's nice. It's a very gives a lot of adrenaline.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. I mean, like you said, that mixed emotion is always just like that comes with, I would say not say your first tournaments, first couple tournaments, as being like an
Mm-hmm.
admin and a host. It's always
Mm-hmm.
just exciting to hear it from like organizers, because as someone who's, like I said, minimally organized and really just like on the talent aspect of just being on the casting and on the streaming side, it's always, for me, I always appreciate hearing this from you all, straight from organizers, right? It's like, the players have their own experiences, and sometimes there'll be players that are very
Mm-hmm.
vocal about their experiences, whether it's like good or bad,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll, if there's like a Discord, they'll talk about it. But then obviously on the admin and org side, there's always, you know we once they keep it hush hush to ourselves, if like things are
Mm-hmm.
catching on fire, we have to put out fires and stuff like that, and like
Mm-hmm.
try to keep face while the streams are happening and all of that.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the harder parts, and just like, hey guys, give us like 5 minutes to figure it out of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, the stream settings wrong. And as you know, I'm sure, probably being a streamer and VTuber yourself, scuff always on brand
Mm-hmm.
to just happen.
It's bound to happen, but it's an easy fix. Doesn't mean it can't be fixed.
Exactly,
Unless your power
exactly.
goes out, then that's a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, that's also the worst. Had that a couple times. Thankfully, it's never been. I had a weekend where I was a participant in a tournament, and the internet went out for a whole 36 hours the day before. And I went, guys, we don't have a sub. We didn't register a sub. I don't know if my internet's gonna be back. Like, we had power but no internet, and I was like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It came back on like the morning the morning of the tournament. I went, oh, bless
Oh.
up, fam. Oh Lord, that's so lucky, so lucky. Um, but yeah, I mean, also for those who are like in chat and also want to ask us questions about anything going on as well, feel free to. I would like get some interaction from you all, if that encourages you to ask stuff about behind the scenes or just in general. It's also really nice to have. So all right, Pookie. Now,
Mhm.
have you ever actually casted Valorant before, or are you the type to just like, oh, this is just exciting, I'm gonna just yell as these games are going on?
This is just exciting. So I mean I tried. I've watched a couple of VCT games, but not like thoroughly
Hmm.
to know what to say or talk about. So I'm just like, oh my god, that person got a nice shot, or oh my god, this person does this. I'm starting to slowly realize like people's how they play, and then just kind of commenting off of that,
Mm-hmm.
or like certain shots or um movements, things along those lines.
Okay. Very nice. Very.
Mhm.
And let's go to the bigger picture here. Like you said you watch VCT. Well, we'll go out past your tournament into the recent. Uh, dang it! It's not worlds? What are they called?
Championship.
Champions. Yeah, champions. Were you a
Mhm.
fan of like any particular team or players? I don't know how long you've been if you were ever invested into the esports side of Valo.
Not necessarily. I knew like last year people were rooting for Sentinels.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as for like team wise, I don't really have a team,
Nice, nice. Okay, me too.
unfortunately.
No, it's fine. It's totally understandable. Alright, so I'll say that you just watched a couple VCT games just for like
Mhm.
reference, or you're just like,
Right.
oh,
Just for
okay,
reference.
got you. I mean, okay. So, I mean, Pookie, is there anything that like you wanted to ask me from my end perspective? Because I'm just like a humble guy who just likes yelling at a screen when I see Valorant, right? When I'm asked to do so or anything upon that, because it's like, for those who don't know me, I don't think I actually like gave a full introduction
Mhm.
um in terms of my own thing. I've mentioned the games that I played: League, Valo, Rivals, Smash, all that stuff. I've been on and off casting freelance for say 7-8 years now, roughly.
Oh
Just
wow, that's a long
as
time.
an amateur caster, freelance, um and stuff like that. And like you said, I've also grew up on the internet and the games all pretty much all my life. And
Mhm.
for me, getting into competitive gaming and casting was more so just I was uh very, well, not very, but I was kind of petty because
Oh.
this is my story of how I got into casting. So for context, I played in a league tournament back in the day. I got invited.
Mhm.
Be like, I had some underclassmen be like, "Hey, can you want to play in this tournament? We'd love to have you." I went, "Sure." And this was back when Riot would help sponsor. Like there would be a prize pool as long as you had someone cast it. Doesn't have to be like an official stream or
Mhm.
anything. And we played in the game, and we watched back the VOD, and I went, these casters are absolutely horrible. They don't know what they're talking
Oh.
about, and they're not even talking about the game half the time. This is really dumb. So then I went, I'm gonna learn how to cast. I could do this better. And
I was gonna say I feel like I didn't cast as much as I should have. Um, but granted, also simultaneously, I was streaming the scrims during the process, so like yes, I'm also gonna be attentive to those that are in chat.
mm-hmm,
You know.
mm-hmm.
Now, if it's offline and I was recording, then yes, I will definitely have more focus on the game than I would the chat. But my community also is a part of it too.
You see, there's the other important aspect of it, right? Like you said, you try to get the
Mhm.
community involved. I think that's also just really important when you're doing things like your own style, which is very, very nice.
Mhm.
Um, oh man, so I mean, for you, uh, having that mix of community interaction while the games are going on during scrims
Mhm.
or the official games or whatnot, um, is that just another ball to juggle while everything's going on?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Because it's like I think there was a time where me and my mods were trying to keep things a little bit entertaining while still also keeping the game going and entertaining well as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about chocolate milk for a good like hour.
What? Wait, that's impressive. Talking about chalky milk for an hour is actually super impressive. What the hell? Man, I don't, oh man, I know I've had some random topics like talking about a brownie for a good 45 minutes, like with a whole debate with me and my friends on my own separate podcast, but damn,
Mhm.
that's pretty good.
It was like talking about chocolate milk, like what you can use with chocolate milk, what your favorite brand is, and so forth. So it went on and on. And then there was couple of times where people were a little bit upset because we were talking about we were talking about chocolate milk instead of their gameplay. But it's okay. It is what it is.
Oh man, that's hilarious though. I mean, it's understandable, especially if you're like, competitive players. It's like it's on stream. Talk about me. I'm selfish. Which, like I said, I was that type of person, occasionally. But when it's like chill, let go.
Yeah, but they're not in the tournament anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah,
not anymore, at least.
Nice. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know how much there is more to talk about the tournament, but let's just yap a little bit more. I mean, for you, like I said, it's the weekend 2 isn't over. You're getting a little bit of a break week. I mean, going into weekend 2, oh shoot, I lost my train of thought there. Going into weekend 2, you're excited to wrap things up, and how are you? How far do you think you'd wait to do another tournament?
That kind of varies, to be completely honest, because I'm in the process of trying to get a place of my own. Once I have a more steady balance on what my finances are on a monthly basis, and I could put I know what I can put aside, what I can't put aside. I think that's gonna determine whether or not if I really do want to do another tournament. So I'm in the process of trying to move, pay for fees and here and there. It adds up. And now with the reward, it's not like people put money in a pool and then I give that out. This is money that I've worked hard for and that I want to freely give back to the community. And the only thing I ask is for your time and participation.
Okay.
It doesn't cost anything to like I mentioned before. It was free administration, so you didn't have to pay anything to get in. So I mean, at the end of the day, $500, it's not a lot, but it's also a lot for other people.
Right. No, absolutely. Like personally speaking, I think that's a lot for a grassroots tournament. Especially for a first one, I'm like 500 feels like a lot. Sure,
I was gonna go smaller, but I wanted to make it more worth it.
Yeah. Which, like, again, I appreciate. I'm not even playing, and I went 500 for a winning team is pretty impressive. Still, it's like you're just playing 2 weekends of games, and honestly, if you do well, you do well, and if you win, I'm like, dang, I'd want to play if I was available. Exactly. Shoot, I want to play for that 500. All right, but yeah, I mean, like, if that ever does happen, like you said, you're moving out, and trying to find your own place. Best of luck for that, anyways.
Thank you.
And if you ever do, who to hit up. Min, not me. I'm just kidding. But for real, if you ever need anything, I like again.
I mean, if you want to help with allocating teams, sure.
Oh,
me, I just organize it, host, and give money and rewards. That's it. Min did majority of the team allocations and some of the scheduling, at least for the main events. For the scrims, I scheduled it. The application form that's on my website actually. So I do have my own website as well. I'm hoping to post some highlights or some clips from the tournament onto my website as well at misspookie.gg. So it's not just one of those card website things. It's my own actual domain.
Oh, let's go.
So, but yeah.
Okay. So now we'll get past the tournament, and then we'll just wrap this up in a nice little bow on top if we can. Because like I said earlier, when I'm just like, man, I'm getting to know you a little bit more, just really through like your energy, the way, like your inspirations through stuff like that, right? And now I'm just curious about personally yourself, right? So, and
Ooh.
you know, ooh, it's like, we're getting intimate now.
Oh, I didn't think we get this far.
Sorry, but like I said, you can stop me anytime. And then
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
yeah. So I mean, Pookie, for you, and just to like I said, go away from it. I mean, VTubing. You got into VTubing, like who?
Hmm.
Who or what inspired got you into VTubing? Because content creating is one thing, right? And being like
Hmm.
making videos or streaming or art is, they're all different forms and mediums. But
Hmm.
specifically VTubing, I know a lot of people get inspired, be like, oh, I'm not the type to show my face, or I just want to have that avatar, or I have my Oshi. Well, where did
Hmm.
that start for you?
I'd say that it's a combination of the first two. I never really had an Oshi
Mm.
to say. So there's not really anyone that I really looked up to, but I think there was a time where I discovered what Twitch was, and I realized that, oh, people can stream without having to show their actual face. So
Mm.
the reason why I'm a VTuber is to not like hide or anything, but to kind of have my own comfort in for privacy. And then with the avatar, I can create the avatar how I want. So I can make her look like me. Which actually my model is customized. So it's a custom model to represent me and my personality.
Mm. I feel that. I
So
feel that.
I'd say I have almost everything that my model has. Um I am working on some tweaks here and there. Definitely have the long hair. That is a big thing. But maybe not the flame ears and the tail.
I was like, man, you have cat ears in real. You have the ears in real life. Shoot, damn. Without so you don't have the flame ears, but you got like the wisps around you, right? That's a real thing, right?
Yeah, you just can't see them.
Nice. Oh man. So then, let's talk about your design then, right? Like you said, it's
Mhm.
like you have the long hair. Well, give me the like inspiration behind like what you look like. Like I have your stream pulled up. I see like your art. Um,
Mhm.
it's like, is it color inspiration, or what led you to
Mhm.
be that animal, etc. inspiration combination? So yeah.
I feel like with a cat, it's very generalized, to be honest, and I want it to stand out a little bit more. When it comes to my design,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a color scheme that's very cute and bubbly, and again, like my personality, I'd say I'm pretty bubbly, outgoing. The flames and the fire is just the aggressive side or the more sporadic side. As far as for design goes, I do want to make some tweaks for my design. This is semi kind of how I would dress in real life, semi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to wearing sneakers. Usually it's like this kind of short, I would say booty shorts. I usually like a t-shirt, but I also wanted something to be a little bit more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So long hair is definitely something that sets mine, the color of the hair. But then I also do like the again the color scheme of pink, purple, and blue in the combination. And if you notice, and you can look respectfully, there's a little raccoon that's on the side.
Respectfully, of course,
Uh,
yes.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
respectfully, of course.
Enhance. I'm just kidding.
Um,
I'm just kidding.
the raccoon is a representation of someone very special that has been around for some time. Someone that's very close to me, and they've been a huge help with throughout the process of like the VTube journey, even before the VTuber journey.
Mm.
So big appreciation for that. I do plan on going through a bit of a, I wouldn't say redesign, but some changes in the future with this model. But for my first model, for my first custom model, I really like her. I like her a lot.
Nice.
Skin tone could be a little bit darker, but it's okay. I'm a little bit more tan.
Oh man, that's awesome though. I like. I was gonna ask if there's anything about your design that you'd really point out, and then you already talked about the little raccoon pin. I'm like, oh, that's so wholesome. That's so wholesome for sure.
So it's part of my design.
Oh man, that's cute. That's cute. So then, for you said like do you like the pink, purple, and blue aesthetic? Like,
Hmm.
just in general, are those like your favorite colors, or that more of like just aesthetically pleasing to the eye type of palette for you?
All the above.
Nice. Why? That's like I've asked this question to some people, and surprising. I don't know if that's surprising, but they'd be like, "Oh no, it's like not my favorite color, but I just like how it looks on a screen." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Man, my favorite color is like completely." It's like their color palette is like what was it like? Who's an example that I know of? It's like their color palette's like blue, blue
Mm.
and gray. I'm like, "What's your favorite color?" Oh, sorry, their color palette was orange and gray. I'm like, what's your favorite color? Blue. And I'm like, well, damn. I'm like, all right, well,
Well,
that's fair. I mean,
yeah,
I get it. I get it though.
mhm.
Oh, go
I'd say
ahead.
my favorite color is red, but I wanted to have a mixture of more than just one color for the color design. And I think the colors of purple, blue, and pink really do complement each other.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, hence to my favorite color is actually red or like a light pink or like a light purple. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just kind of combine everything together, see how it looks? But definitely in the works of something new.
Okay, very nice. Well, excited for that for you in terms of a
Thank you.
redesign. So I know a lot of people have when they do redesign or even just their new 1.0s in general, it like very much a lot of work, very much so.
Mhm.
I had a friend
Mhm.
recently debut,
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, I've known this for like a year. I'm like, I'm excited for you. It's like it's actually been 2 years. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
yeah, it's a long
It's a
process.
long
It definitely is
time.
a very long process.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, when that if and when that does happen for you, I'm excited. Just really happy.
Thank you,
Oh yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Shout out to you all who support her, by the way, with the art and just being there and all that other
Mhm.
background stuff. Talk about. See in chat. Purple's your favorite color? Who's it, boy?
True.
Yeah, let's
Mhm.
go. Yeah. It's like take a guess, Pookie. What my favorite color is?
Oh, I thought it was blue, but maybe it might be orange.
Yeah, brown. I'm scared. Oh yeah, it's orange. It's orange. Man, I don't think I've ever heard. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever heard someone's favorite color ever be brown. So, huh, funny. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, just to wrap things up, and for you to get a little bit more of a break. I don't know. Are you streaming more after this
Oh,
little
yeah,
podcast?
100%.
Oh yeah, what you doing after this? By the way.
Probably either Valorant or Battlefield or both.
Nice, 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 nice.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll see you on Battlefield and like on a different squad to be like, Pookie, it's me. And we'll see, we'll see. So is there anything else that you would really want to shout out, plug, or just ask me, or in general? Just like the floor is yours. You know.
I think we kinda went through all the bases here. I don't think I have any other questions, but I do appreciate you taking the time and doing this interview, so thank you.
No, I mean, no, thank you. I'm like I said, I'm just
Mhm.
really here to help really put you on that little extra light on you, I should say. Um
Mhm.
to talk about not just about the tournament and your experiences, but just in general. Like I said,
Mhm.
even though this isn't my personal platform of XCOM, I like I have my own content, my own platform, my own podcast and stuff like
Mhm,
that.
mhm.
Podcasts are just an excuse for me to talk to people and make new friends. So I'm just like I hope to also just make sure, because I want to make sure I caught you live when I did this. So yeah.
Aw,
Yeah,
thank you.
and I'll be around and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh, Pookie, you're gonna. I I appreciate your time and your effort. Like I said, I wish I could be a bigger part of the tournament and be that hype play-by-play caster
Mhm.
analyst. And it's like you probably have no idea who I was even before today.
I no, actually, it's funny because I do know I've seen your name during the Marvel Rivals tournament that Min hosted a little bit ago, like right before I started doing tournament stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I do know who you are.
Oh, okay. Well, that's humbling to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's good. That's fun. Thank you. I appreciate that at the very least. S-
Mm, of course. Oh, by the way, happy 800 followers.
oh, thank you. Wait a minute. Thank you. See, now I gotta
You're
celebrate that.
welcome.
All right. Well, thank you for all of that. Um,
Of course, look at you.
and sorry, someone just walked in.
You're
The
okay.
So, well, just to wrap up, I mean, shout out to you and the tournament as well. I mean, if anything, I'm excited to see the tournament go down. I will unfortunately be out of town and away from my computer. I'll
Oh,
be going from Denver to from LA to Denver, and I'm just like, ooh, I'll watch it. I'll be supporting, and yeah, all that good stuff. So, I mean,
okay.
any other plugs that you want to uh things you want to say while we wrap up?
No, that's all.
All right. Well, appreciate that. So, well, I'll have the VOD, and I'll also be posting it on YouTube for those who want to watch it, and we'll have it highlighted at least on XCOM's channel side as well. So, I mean, thank you once again, Miss Pookie, for being on here,
Mhm.
giving your time, and giving me again the the opportunity to interact with you on that one-on-one. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, no, of course. Thank you so much for the interview, and I hope we can cross paths again sometime soon.
Absolutely. Sooner rather than
Mhm.
later, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. I
Well,
hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
you too. All right. Good luck with your games. I see you booting it up. Get them dubs. Get them dubs. Let's
Will
go.
do.
All right. Well, I'll see you all next time. So, yeah, bye. Bye, everyone on the Spooky channel.
Bye.
Enjoy your stuff. All right. So now we're here. Just it's me. You're stuck with me on the XCOM side, guys. uh sorry, let me show my thing. What's up, suckers? Now you're stuck with me. No more Miss Pookie. I think we're just gonna end stream unless Min's here and wants to raid. So other than that, have fun. I think Kyo. Hi, Kyo. Yeah, stuck with me now. uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stop recording for YouTube.